today we're going to be showing you how to use the Glowforge to print a pop-up card of Wonder Woman. So before I started this project, I drew Wonder Woman and then scanned the drawing and then had one copy with an outline and one with the details inside for the engraving of this project. On the worksheet in Google Drive, you'll find the login information for the Glowforge website. So the first thing you're going to do is log in to Glowforge. So I've put my drawing, my engraving drawing, into the Glowforge machine. And now I'm going to create a new project and capture it from the camera. Don't forget to turn the vents on before you start using the Glowforge machine. So here you'll see the picture that I put into the Glowforge is showing up. And I'm going to drag a box around the entire image. All right, and then because we want to get everything here in the drawing on our engraving, we're just going to click Place Artwork. So here's our design, and then we're going to put the paper that we want to engrave this on into the Glowforge. Don't forget to use a caliper to measure the thickness of the material that you're cutting or engraving. So now we see the new paper that's inside of the Glowforge, and we're going to position our engraving. And then we're going to input our settings. So here we're under the tab of an engraving, and we're going to select the paper engraving. And then our material is an uncertified material, and we're going to measure it, and the thickness is 0.01 inches. So now we're ready to engrave our drawing onto our paper. So just to clarify, I placed the engraving in the bottom corner of the paper so that we can save paper and use this again later for other projects. And the engraving time is going to be 16 minutes and 9 seconds. So now we're going to print. Make sure you go and click the glowing button on the Glowforge, and that will start your engraving process. This is the picture of our finished engraving. So now we're going to pick up the outline and cut the engraved image out of the paper. So we're going to capture from camera again. And here's the outline that we have. Once again, this was what I took from a photocopy of my drawing. So we're going to click on the outside of the outline so that we don't have two lines. We only have one single line of the outline for cutting out our engraving. We're going to place our artwork. And now I'm going to go to the Glowforge machine, take out the outline paper, and put in the engraved paper that we want to cut out. So now you can see the engraved image and the outline that we want to cut. And I'm going to drag the outline to place it over the engraving so that they match up. And then here we have on the side, there's an option for an engraved image, which we're going to ignore because we only want to cut this. And then we're going to go to the cut option and click on the paper cut settings. Once again, our material is uncertified and we have the same thickness for this paper. Now we're ready to print. Before you cut, make sure that the vent is turned on and the gate is open. So now we can see that this cut is going to take 41 seconds, and we're ready to go press the glowing button on the Glowforge to cut out Wonder Woman. Okay, so now we're going to add some text to our drawing on the Glowforge. So first log in. And then we're going to create a capture from the camera. And I'll go put in the writing that I've done. All right, so now we're just going to drag and select the text. And here we will click inside of the little letters. Right, great. So now we will place our artwork, and I'll go put in the paper that we want to engrave onto. All right, so now we're going to drag our text to the position that we want to engrave it on. We can change the size. And we're going to do it as an engraving, not as a cut. So we're going to ignore the cut, click on the engraving, and we will do a light paper engraving, which is already set. We'll input the material. It's an uncertified material, and the thickness is 0.01. And now we are ready to print. And this will take 12 minutes and 50 seconds to engrave. So you can go to the Glowforge and click on the glowing button, and it should laser cut your engraving.